have today another makes video for you. So this is going to be everything that I made in the month of November. So I have a couple of sweaters, some that worked out and some that didn't. And then what's probably going to be my holiday outfit for the coming holidays. So to jump right in, I'm wearing the Hey June handmade Sheridan sweater in a really light French terry that I got from andturned in Amsterdam. And yeah, this is the one that is like, it's okay. I'll wear it. When I've made this pattern in the past, I've used like thicker French terries, like with more body, and this one is really light and drapey. It really feels almost more like a t-shirt. And so I had to make some changes. I initially went for the version with the like long elasticated sleeves, so they're more like balloony, and then the cropped hem. And it just looked like kind of sloppy maybe, because the fabric is so like light and drapey. I think for that like cropped hem, you really need to have some body to it. It just didn't look right. So I ended up, first I cut the sleeve and added the cuff, and I was like, okay, well that helps, but like I still don't really like it. I don't know. And I was kind of in that like dilemma of, do I try to fix it to maybe get some more wear out of it, or is this just like something that I don't like, and should I just not spend any more time on it? But ultimately I decided to remove the hem and put in a band, and I think it helped a lot. Like, it's still not going to be my favorite top ever, but I think it helps a lot. I like the like baloosiness that it has. So I initially wanted to go for the other version because the fabric recommendation is for something with 40% stretch, and this has like 20% crossways stretch. So I had to add quite a bit to the band, and as you can see, it's still like not very stretchy. It definitely like sits on my hips and wants to like ride up a bit, which I'm fine with because again, I like that kind of bluesy effect that it gives. But yeah, it's definitely not what I expected, and but I will say I'm really glad that I stuck with it. I think sometimes it's really important to just move on when something isn't working. But in this case, I'm really glad that I stuck with it because it is something that I will wear and that I like. Is it my favorite thing in the world? No, but I needed long sleeve tops. And yeah, I do really like the sleeve, and I love this neckline. I had plans to make another one, but given how this one goes, I kind of, I don't know, want to look for maybe a new pattern. The other thing about this is that it only goes, I think up to size 22, and I'm an 18, so it's not the most inclusive pattern. I know that Hey June has expanded their range for their new patterns, but I don't know if they're going to go back and like update the old ones. I really hope they do because this is such a cool pattern. I love this neckline so much. I do think I should have interfaced a little bit more to get a little more body here, because again, this fabric was just different than what I thought it was going to be. But yeah, so I'm on the lookout for something similar that has a better size range. So if you know of any, you can pop them down below. So this next one is one that I really, really like. This was definitely a making success. This was a tester version of the Sew House 7 toaster sweater. I was gonna say tester sweater because it was a pattern test. And now normally I would not share a pattern test before it is released, but in this case, Sew House 7 said, it's an old pattern that we're updating, go ahead and share it with the world. So here it is. yeah, they are bringing it into their curvy range, which is so exciting. So I have made this one in the curvy range, and then I've made this one in the standard range, and it was really cool to see the differences. So I'm really, really happy with the fit of this one. I really, really love it. Even on knit garments, I have a hard time fitting the high bust a lot of the time, and I just think that this one like sits so nicely. I'm really, really happy with it. I will say, like, for the extra room in the bust, we do get some extra room like down here, so it's kind of swings out. Because it is cropped, I definitely have to wear something under it because I get very cold. The swinginess really lets a lot of air in. So next time I will probably just grade down to a size 16 in the waist and the hips, which I think is more of where I am on the size chart anyway. This is a straight 18. So I would like a little less room here in the next one, just for warmth, but I just think this is such a great pattern, and I know it is like a cult community favorite. I love the proportions of like the big cuff and the waistband. Yeah, I really, really love it. This is the same fabric as this one. It's again that really light French terry from andturned, and I think in this, like, it really works. Yeah, I really, really love this make, and I know I'm gonna wear it all the time. So this is the same sweater, but in the standard range. So for Sew House 7, they have their standard range, and then they have their curvy range with several like overlapping sizes. So both this one and the green one are a size 18, but as you can see, the fit is totally different. I ended up taking 3 centimeters out of the length of the sleeve, so they fit pretty well, but they would have been like very long. And you can see the length of the overall sweater is much longer. Yeah, the green one hits me about right here. It's supposed to be a cropped sweater, so I definitely prefer the fit of that one. And also there's a lot more room up here. So there's an inch difference in the high bust measurements for the standard range versus the curvy range. This one is made for a high bust of 42 inches, which is much closer to my measurement, which is like 41 and a half. And then this one is made for a 43-inch high bust. And yeah, you can see that there's a lot of extra room here. So I think it was really good for me to see those differences. Basically, I'm very motivated to not skip a full bust adjustment when I am tempted to, with like knit garments especially, because yeah, it's a really big difference. And the other thing is that it was really good for the Sew House 7 team also to see what the same size on the same body looked like in their 2 ranges. So I was really happy to help them with that. And I'll be honest, this is probably not a sweater that I will wear. Yeah, I think it looks a bit frumpy. But I have a friend whose measurements are really similar to mine, but like proportions are different. So where I have a narrower shoulder and a fuller bust, she has broader shoulders and a smaller bust. So I think this is gonna fit her really, really well. So yeah, I think that'll be perfect. I do want to talk about this fabric though real quick. It is so lush, and I definitely want to buy more in more colors. So it is a cotton spandex rib, but it's ribbed like this way instead of this way. And it's just so squishy and soft and like the perfect sweater fabric. My partner picked out some for himself and is going to take a lot of self-control for me to not like steal it and make something for me, but it is reserved for him. So I'm gonna make him a nice sweater, and I'll just like have to buy more for me. Yeah. So these are the last 2 things that I made in November, and I love them so much. I think they look so cute together. So this is the Forget Me Not Patterns Vera top. It is a free pattern that comes with that has an optional scoop. The scoop neck expansion, I think, is like $2 or something. But I love it so, so much. I think it's a perfect, like, elevated t-shirt pattern, which is, Forget Me Not Patterns, like, does such a great job with that kind of thing. Like, they're all wardrobe basics with just, like, a little bit extra. So this is a basic t-shirt pattern, but, like, with a nice blousey sleeve that kind of elevates it, yeah, to something you could wear to the office, or to, I will actually be wearing this later today to a family holiday celebration with this cute skirt. So yeah, it really like takes it up a notch. The fabric is a bamboo to cotton jersey from Textile Stad. I talk about it all the time. It's like probably my favorite fabric. It's my favorite jersey fabric. It's has like just the right amount of body. It's super drapey. It's really soft, but still like fairly easy to work with. I want to say that I tried a twin needle for the first time here on the neckband, and it was rough. It was rough. I thought that I like had it right when I tested it, and then it looked so terrible. So I definitely need some more practice. I ended up unpicking it all and just going with a simple zigzag stitch. I think it did stretch the neckline out just a little bit, but I'm still happy that I tried something new. And it's a technique that I want to keep working on. But yeah, very happy with this little top, and I love this color. But the skirt is probably the thing that I am most excited about. I refashioned a dress that I made like 3 years ago. And this print has been, the dress that I made, it was a disaster. It did not fit me. The cuffs on it were like super tight. Yeah, it just was like kind of an all around bummer because this was like my favorite fabric. So I held on to it for 3 years, telling myself that I would refashion it, and I finally did. So I'm really happy that I just made a little skirt out of it. The dress had not tiers. It was a gored skirt. That's what I mean, like a paneled skirt. So because it was like an A-line, I was able to just cut it a bit lower, like on the hips, to make more room for just a simple like elastic waistband, because I needed to have enough to like pull it over my hips. And I think it turned out really, really well. I will say I'm really mad about something. I had very intentionally thought about how I was going to place the waistband, but then somehow like when it came to sewing, I sewed it on backwards. So here we have like 2 random flowers and like a lot of black. But then in the back, like you see, it's really cute. Like, I don't know, it just would have been so much better for pattern matching. I don't really care that much about pattern matching most of the time, but when I take the time to think about it and then it still goes wrong, yeah, I was really annoyed. But overall, I really like the skirt. I did not take the time to put pockets in, and I regret that also. Because I had the extra fabric. I could have done it, but I really had in my mind that it was going to be a quick refashion. And I really should have just like let that go and put the pockets in, because now I have to undo like French seams, and the waistband was really finicky because it was really weird when I bought this fabric. I bought 2 coupons, so 2 pieces of 150 by 150 centimeter cuts of the fabric, and most of it was like this viscose twill where it's like has a lot of body, and then the other viscose, like it was still a viscose twill, but it was really like thin and floppy, and that's what I had left over to do the inside of the waistband. So the inside is not my best sewing, because again, I was like, this is a quick refashion, like I'm just gonna bang it out, I'm just gonna do it. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. And now if I want to add pockets, I'll have to like unpick the French seamed side seams, and then my really wonky waistband. So I think this one is probably just like not gonna have pockets, and that makes me sad. I regret my choice, but I'm still really happy with the skirt. It's super like twirly and flowy and really nice. And yeah, I think this outfit is really perfect for the holidays. Again, we're going to a family event, and I will be able to like eat and relax because it's really comfy. Yeah, so very excited about that. So yeah, that's what I made in November. I'm probably not going to be making anything in December between my overlocker breaking, the holidays, and some extra work that I've picked up. It's just not going to happen. The universe says it's not happening. There's going to be no sewing in the month of December. But I'm hoping to like do a little mending, do a little bit here and there, really small projects. So I'll see at the end of December if there's anything to show you. If not, I will be back on here soon with my Make 9 results from 2021 and what I had planned and what I actually made. And then I'll be making plans for 2022 because we're almost there now. So thanks for watching. That's all I have for today. Till next time. Bye.